So hi everyone, I'm going to shortly show you how the digital datasheet decoder works. This is a Windows-based application. Once you run it, a pop-up will appear that will allow you to upload the required datasheet that needs decoding into the standardized customer format. So you can see now I'll just select one of the datasheets. And we also need to give two other input files, which I'll explain what those are later on. And then you hit the begin button. So that's it. The code has run, and you can see that the output file it'll get created in this location. So you can see that this file has just gotten created. I'll open it. So this is the standardized format which is required. So I'll just show what has happened actually. This is the customer specification. When we get new orders, the customer gives the required valve info in a form of a data sheet. This is how it looks. So they'll tell what is the valve type and what is the size, what is the class, and so on. And various customer gives it in various format, and they'll have various names for each. So for example, instead of pressure class, another customer may call it rating, and instead of size, another customer may call it maybe NPS or something like that. So it keeps changing from customer to customer, and our pre-sales team usually converts all this terminologies into standardized L&T Vals lingo and hand it over to the estimation team. So this is the standardized format. Uh, Typically, the pre-sales team gets around 10,000 such data sheets in a month, and they have to go through it and fill this Excel sheet up. So instead of doing that now, with the help of the digital decoder, we can upload the data sheet and instantaneously get it decoded into various. There are 41 columns here, so all these 41 columns will get populated in this Excel sheet. So now I'll explain a little bit about how the code works. The input files, what I was talking about, basically what I told you, when different customer uses different terminology, we input all the different synonyms of the word. For example, class will be pressure rating, and uh, size can be dimension. So it can, whenever any of these synonyms comes in the data sheets, the code understands that the particular size is actually the value the data sheet is talking about. The next sheet is values. So here we basically define every possible uh, size what will usually come in the data sheet, so that when next to size one of these values are there, it will understand that it is one of our offerings, and it will allow this value to appear in the decoded sheet. So we can see that, for example, size has so many variations. Going back to the code, what the code does is, to begin with, we are inputting a txt file, because the decoding of txt file is instantaneous. So the same PDF has been converted into a txt, and the code keeps looking forward until it sees a familiar word what we saw in the labels. For example, valve type, that is one of the keywords for the column of valve type. When it came, it will immediately run and see the next few text, whether it is matching any of the values what we had given. So globe is one of the values that comes for valve type. So then the code understands that the valve type is globe for this particular data sheet. Then again, it will keep continue running until it sees another familiar field. So here size is a familiar name. So then it will see what is the next familiar value coming next to size, and it'll say 2 inch. So like that it keeps going one by one, and the whole program has been made in such a form that it tells in which column what value has to come. So the Excel sheet what I showed you, it is automatically, the code is putting that serial number should come in column B, data sheet number should come in column C, and then it'll fill the respective values by seeing the data sheet itself. So that's all. Thank you.